What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? This is a fun one, and this is probably not the most popular one, but success is often the catalyst for failure. It's interesting because a lot of the time within this industry, it's really easy to get complacent or get comfortable. I mean, if you think some of the younger folks in this business and all of a sudden they have a couple good cases pop and good job, you've just made more money than you ever have in your life in, 2 weeks or a month. Now what? So the idea that how we operate, this idea of success, it creates that complacency. Some of those things that cause us to push and cause us to work harder, if you think about it, when you first got into the business, it's like, I don't have money for food, so that would be good, right? Career changers, it's a really easy thing for you to be motivated initially. But then what happens is you start being successful. You start having that money. It's like, man, I could operate at this level. There's this fun quote, hard times create strong men, strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Because if you think about it, the things that you're doing throughout the day, there's obviously those little wins that you need to have, like, cool, I made my calls. I did the things that I was supposed to do. When you start being successful, that idea of that little dopamine hit, that complacency bug, it starts picking up. And so the intention here is obviously to continue to have that deeper vision that's going to continue to push you. So we got one last question here that I want you to spend a little bit of time on. And this is kind of a hard one for some people to grasp, but I think it's an important one. And I'll explain a little bit more about this idea and again, why it's hard for some folks. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail?